Hello, everyone. Hello, we are back. You are with Love Dr. Pamela Smith. Thank you for joining me. As you see, this talk about is the power that God have in your relationship. Do you know it? Do you know it? So I want to continue on in the book. We're in the book, chapter 6, and I wanted to talk about the power of how God has still is in our relationships, being powerful enough to keep us recognizing his journey. Do you recognize the journey that God had for you? And I'm saying that because I really don't think most people pay attention to that. I think when we decide to be spiritual and we say we're going to be more spiritual within relationships, sometimes we're looking for somebody to have more spirituality within understanding God. And so you look for that in the mate versus just looking for the love that a person have for the higher power. You got what I'm saying? And so sometimes we look for them to have the same thing. And so here's where I'm going with this when we're talking about the power of God within relationships. As you're going through this chapter in chapter 6, and I hope you get the book, again, it's in the link in the description, to instantly download the book. Thank you for those who have bought the book. I really, truly appreciate that. I hope that you are enjoying it. It is a colorful book, and I was excited about writing it, and I hope you enjoy it. It's a quick read, nothing that's going to take up all your time. So hopefully you enjoyed the book. So thank you. Thank you. I really, truly appreciate that. In the book, it talks about how Michael had made a decision to be with someone else. But yet the night before, he professed his love for me, but yet he made a decision to be with someone else. Now, what happened within the book, as you read more about it, we end up being in the same place. When he was making a decision he was making a major decision within his life, okay, that caused him to be in another place or heading to another place. And so the reason why I'm talking about it is very difficult to be placed in a situation at the same time. And when that happens, and if that has ever happened to you, understand it's God's doing. Now, is the message for you or is the message for them? So, at that time, I didn't know who the message was for, because I thought at the time it was for me, because I was more concerned about my job. I didn't want to lose my job. And so when that situation took place, I stood still. Now, when I go back as a person that is now more aggressive, older, I'm going to be more aggressive about the situation. And I probably would have departed the airplane and had more to say. But that wasn't what happened. And within that situation, I feel that God was trying to show, now that I look back at it, it was trying to show Michael. Because Michael was the one that made the major decision. He was the one that on one hand said, hey, I love you so, I always love you, you're my heart, you're my life. But then yet he turned around and made another decision. And I believe God was trying to show him this is not the right decision. Even if it wasn't to be with me. What he was trying to say to him was, this is not the time to decide or to make this decision. And don't make this decision on the basis of others. And I'm saying that because for me to be in the same situation at the same time after he just said what he said on a phone call would have made me step back. And he didn't see that. And it could be because he didn't at that time value God's direction. And I really truly believe God gives us direction and he shows us the way. Is that your belief? It could be and it may not be. But that's what I believe happened with them in my life. Was it God, or was God sending his angels? I don't know which one. But I do know that a lot of time, if things don't go the way that they seem that they should go, people, when you're caught up in a situation and it changed into an odd situation, that is someone, and I mean someone, trying to tell you to step back. And I'm saying this because I think we all may have experienced one time that we've been in a situation and it's like, am I supposed to do this? Or should I do this? Maybe this is not a good decision to do. We've all been there. And there's been somebody there that's trying to tell you to not take that path. But yet you take that path anyway when you knowingly know that the situation that you have found yourself in is not conducive for you. And that's what happened within this situation. It was very strange, okay? It was very strange that out of all the airplanes on that particular day, at that particular time, that he and I crossed paths when he was about to make a major decision. And the sad part is in that he didn't see that. Now I look back at it, he wasn't supposed to make that decision. The decision that he found himself getting ready to make, he wasn't supposed to make. So within the book, I talk about how when God is moving, or your higher power, whenever you see something that doesn't make sense, when you see something that is very strange, step back. Step back. Because that might be a situation that is to save your life or help you make a better decision about whatever you're about to make. Because maybe that is not what you're supposed to do. I truly believe that messages are given to us so that we can navigate through this world, so that we can navigate to having great relationships, navigating to understanding each other. And that sometimes we have somebody, you remember what God talked about? He always send you somebody to show you something or to help you with something if you're paying attention to your higher power. Now, I truly believe that wholeheartedly. And on that day, I had never experienced so much hurt and pain until that day within the relationship I had with Michael. Because I had never experienced his lack of love for me. And that was the most surprising lack of love that someone had for me who told me that they love me more than life itself. So, what I'm saying to you, pay attention. Pay attention to what is happening in your life. Everything is not for you. Everyone is not your mate. Everyone is not who you're supposed to be with. If you're in a relationship right now that is constant drama, constant situations, things always when you turn around going on, That's not your mate. You're just in a place, in a position of just giving up time to someone that you knowingly know is not for you. Stop wasting time. Stop staying in relationships that drain you and that take up your time. Learn to end them and move on. If that's not your mate, that's not your mate. Because God finds a way to show you things that give you peace and happiness. And one thing you're not supposed to have, oh my gosh, not supposed to have is stress. So I hope that the information I just gave you about the power of God, and that's my soul love. I love God more than anybody. He's my number one love. He's my heart, my soul. He's my Savior. And I thank him for all that has happened into my life, because without him, I wouldn't be here today. So this is not for everybody, but this is for me. And I hope it's for you. You know, have faith and belief. Change your life. Okay? So I hope that the information I gave you will help you out. Again, go in the link in the description below if you're interested in the book, if you need help with anything that has to do with your heart, your soul, your emptiness, even just want a piece of happiness. I offer one-on-one, and I would love to help you through your trying times or even to your greater times. And we can talk and I can help you through it. But look out, I'll be coming with more information that's going to help you in your relationship and help you understand what it is that we're doing so that we can stay unstuck and be happy and be successful in love and relationship and with our spirituality. So thank you for joining me. I'll be back and I will see you soon. Remember, true love is only delayed. Just be patient. And if you're already in a relationship, make sure it's about peace and happiness. Okay? So you've been with Love, Dr. Pamela Smith. Thank you for joining me. And we'll be back as we continue to talk about love, spirituality, relationships. We'll be back. Take care.